It will come to you at the right time. Must watch. Have you ever found yourself wondering why your dreams aren't coming true, even though you've done everything right? You've visualized, you've affirmed, and you're sure you've aligned your thoughts with your desires. But still, nothing has materialized. Sound familiar? What if I told you that the reason your desires haven't shown up yet is not because you're doing something wrong, but because they simply haven't arrived at the right time? It's a concept that many overlook, yet it holds the key to unlocking your manifestations. In this video, you're about to discover a powerful truth that there is such a thing as divine timing, the idea that everything in your life will come to you at the perfect moment. This is not some vague New Age concept. It's rooted in a deeper understanding of how the universe and your inner world work together. But what does divine timing really mean, and why does it matter for your dreams and desires? Stick with me to the end, and you'll understand how everything is aligning for you right now, even if you can't see it yet. We'll explore how time, as we know it, is an illusion. We'll dive into Neville Goddard's teachings on the power of assumption and how trusting in the right timing is just as important as the thoughts you hold. But here's the twist: this video will also reveal why patience isn't just a virtue, it's a manifestation tool. You'll learn why your delay could actually be a sign that you're on the right track, and how to harness that knowledge to manifest your desires with ease. So whether you're waiting for a new job, a relationship, or personal success, what you'll learn today could change the way you view your journey. Get ready to see the unseen forces at work, guiding your every step toward what you've been asking for. Welcome to Divine Reality, where we dive deep into the truth behind manifestation and the power of your mind. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss a video that could change your life. Let's get started. Before we talk about the concept of divine timing, let's first examine how we understand time in our everyday lives. In the physical world, time seems linear, ticking away with each second that passes. But when we look at the universe from a spiritual or metaphysical perspective, time takes on a much deeper meaning. According to Neville Goddard, time is not what it appears to be. It is not the rigid, fixed force that many of us assume it is, but rather an illusion, something we experience only because we believe in it. Goddard taught that the world around us is a reflection of our inner consciousness. In other words, everything in your external reality is shaped by your thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions. This means that the events of your life unfold based on what is happening inside of you. Divine timing, from this viewpoint, is not a random event, but rather a manifestation of the perfect alignment between your internal state and the external world. You see, every moment is shaped by what you believe to be true about yourself and your reality. As Neville Goddard explained, the future must become the present in your mind if you would wisely operate the law of assumption. This means that when you live as though your desires are already fulfilled, you are actually aligning yourself with the moment when they will physically manifest. The right time is not dictated by the ticking of a clock. It is determined by the perfect synchronization of your consciousness with the universe's natural flow. But here's the catch: if you're constantly focused on the when or stressing over the timing, you are actually delaying the arrival of your desires. The more you dwell on when something will happen, the more you may inadvertently resist the natural unfolding of events. This is why Goddard emphasized living in the end, the feeling of having already attained what you want, without the need to wait for it to show up in your reality. In essence, divine timing is about trust and letting go of the illusion that you must wait for something outside of you to happen. It's about aligning your internal state with what you want and allowing the universe to bring it to you at exactly the right time. This understanding of timing transcends our conventional notion of seconds, minutes, and hours. Instead, it places the focus on your emotional state and your belief in the inevitability of your desires coming to fruition. Time, as Neville Goddard taught, is just an illusion that exists only because we experience it. There is no future in the way we think about it, only the present moment. This present moment is where all creation happens and where all things exist. When you align with the feeling of already having what you desire, the universe responds in kind, drawing your manifestation into the now. This is the true nature of divine timing. It's not about waiting for something to happen in the distant future. It's about recognizing that everything you want is already available to you in the present moment, waiting for your inner consciousness to align with it. Before we talk about the power of patience and trust, let's first consider how we often approach our desires. When we set a goal or make a wish, we want it to happen immediately. We expect things to fall into place quickly, and when they don't, it can feel frustrating. But this impatience can actually hinder the manifestation process. The universe works in ways that are often beyond our understanding. As Neville Goddard taught, unseen forces are constantly at work, arranging everything to align with our desires. However, these forces move in their own time, not ours. When you trust that everything is happening for your good and at the right moment, you release the need to control the outcome. The universe is always responding to your inner state, your thoughts, and your feelings, but it does so on its own schedule. Goddard emphasized that the key to manifestation is not in forcing things to happen, but in having faith that the right circumstances will come together when they are meant to. This requires patience, not passive waiting, but active trust in the process. Impatience, on the other hand, sends a message to the universe that you're not ready, or that you're not confident in your desires coming to fruition. It creates resistance, a barrier that prevents the manifestation from flowing naturally. When you focus too much on the when or the how, you become attached to a specific outcome or time frame, which only disrupts the natural flow of events. The more you focus on how long it is taking, the more you invite doubt into the process, and doubt delays manifestation. As Goddard put it, when you are not faithful to your assumption, it will not come to pass. But when you trust the timing of the universe, things begin to fall into place effortlessly. Patience is not just about waiting, it's about allowing. It's about understanding that there is a divine rhythm to the unfolding of your life. The process is always happening, even if you can't see it yet. Trusting in divine timing means trusting that every moment is leading you closer to your goal, and that the universe is always working behind the scenes to align everything for you. This trust is a powerful force. It allows you to relax, knowing that the universe will bring your desires to you when they are ready. It's like planting a seed and knowing that it will grow in its own time. You don't have to watch it constantly, worrying about whether it will sprout. You trust that it will, and so you can focus on other things. This is the true essence of patience, not just waiting, but knowing that everything is unfolding as it should. So instead of stressing over the timing, take a step back and trust that the universe is already aligning your desires. Patience is the key to letting go of the struggle and allowing the natural process of manifestation to unfold smoothly. When you trust that everything will come to you at the perfect time, you allow the unseen forces to work without interference. This trust creates a smooth, easy path for your desires to flow into your life. Before we talk about living in the end, let's first consider the typical way we approach our goals. Often when we desire something, we focus on the process of getting there. We think about what we need to do, the steps we need to take, and when we can expect it to happen. But Neville Goddard's principle of living in the end flips this perspective on its head. Instead of focusing on the journey or the steps, Goddard suggests that you focus on the end result, on the feeling of already having what you desire. Living in the end means assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled right now. This doesn't mean visualizing or imagining your goal as something still to come. Rather, it's about living as though it has already happened. Imagine you've already achieved the success, manifested the relationship, or obtained the wealth you desire. When you embrace this feeling of completion, you align your inner state with your outer world, and this alignment allows the universe to deliver your desires at the perfect moment. According to Goddard, when you focus on the end, you release the need to control the timing or the process. You stop worrying about the how or the when and simply trust that the universe will bring it to you when the time is right. By living in the end, you create a space where your desires can flow into your life naturally. You are not forcing things to happen, but allowing them to unfold according to the divine plan that is already set in motion. This principle of living in the end is deeply connected to the concept of divine timing. When you live as if your goal is already achieved, you stop resisting the flow of events. You trust that your manifestation is already on its way, even if you can't see it yet. This trust in the process eliminates the need to control the timing, and it allows the universe to work its magic in perfect alignment with your desires. Just as Goddard teaches, everything comes to you at the right time when you live in the end and trust the process. By focusing on the feeling of already having what you want, you stop pushing against the natural flow of the universe. Instead of worrying about what's next or when something will happen, you simply enjoy the knowing that it already is. This approach makes the process of manifestation feel effortless, as you align with the present moment, trusting that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Before we talk about the role of assumptions, let's first understand how our beliefs shape our reality. Every thought, belief, and assumption you hold influences the world around you. Neville Goddard taught that your assumptions create your reality, and this is particularly true when it comes to the timing of your manifestations. If you assume something will happen at the right time, it will. Your beliefs about the timing of your desires play a crucial role in bringing them into your experience. When you assume that things will unfold in perfect timing, you are aligning your internal state with the natural flow of life. The universe responds to your assumptions, and when you believe that everything is happening when it should, you create a clear pathway for your desires to manifest. Your assumptions act as the blueprint for your reality, shaping not only the events but also the timing of those events. This principle directly influences our perception of time. When you assume that something will happen at the right moment, you shift your focus away from impatience or doubt. You stop measuring your progress by the ticking clock, and instead, you trust that everything is moving toward your goal in divine timing. The more you believe that the universe operates according to your inner state and assumptions, the less you feel the need to rush or force things to happen. As Neville Goddard often said, your assumption is the key to your success. The right time isn't something that happens outside of you. It's a product of your inner beliefs and assumptions. In fact, assumptions have the power to alter our perception of time itself. If you assume that everything is unfolding as it should, you can let go of the anxious need to control the when and focus on enjoying the present moment. This mindset creates a sense of peace, knowing that the universe will bring your desires to you at the perfect time. Conversely, if you assume that things are delayed or that your desires won't come at the right time, you block the manifestation from occurring. The assumption of delay creates resistance, and this resistance can distort your experience of time, making it feel like things are taking longer than they should. The more you can trust your assumptions and let go of doubt, the more you align with the perfect timing of the universe. This alignment allows your desires to manifest with ease, as your assumptions dictate the flow of time and events. So, whether you are manifesting a job, a relationship, or success, trust that the timing of your manifestation is shaped by the assumptions you hold in your mind. When you believe it will come at the right time, it will. Before we talk about trusting the journey, let's think about how we often view the process of manifestation. Many of us are focused on the end goal, the moment when our desires finally appear. We get fixated on the outcome, and sometimes we forget that every part of the journey, every step, every delay, and even every moment of waiting is just as important as the destination itself. This is where true trust comes in, trusting that every experience, no matter how small or seemingly unrelated, is contributing to the final outcome. Neville Goddard's teachings emphasize that the entire process, from the thought you first have about your desire to the moment it physically manifests, is all part of the unfolding. When we experience delays, setbacks, or what feels like a lack of progress, it's easy to become discouraged. But in reality, these moments are not obstacles, they are necessary parts of the manifestation process. Every experience, whether it seems positive or negative, is shaping your path to your goal. The universe is constantly arranging everything in the background, and the more you trust the process, the more you'll see how all the pieces are falling into place. The key is to let go of the need for immediate results. Trust that even in the waiting there is growth happening. Your desires are like seeds planted in the soil. You don't see the roots growing beneath the surface, but they are. Similarly, you may not always see immediate evidence of your manifestations, but every moment, every experience is leading you closer to your goal. The more you trust in this process, the more aligned you become with your desires. Goddard often spoke of the importance of living in the feeling of already having what you want, which requires a deep trust in the journey. Trusting the journey means understanding that the timing is always perfect. The universe has a plan, and every experience you have is leading you closer to the realization of that plan. The moments of waiting or confusion are often necessary to prepare you for the right outcome at the right time. Embrace the journey, even when it feels uncertain. Trust that the universe is always working in your favor, even if you don't see it right away. Every step, every delay, and every moment is leading you toward your manifestation. The key is to stay present, trust in the process, and know that divine timing will bring everything to you when you are ready. In conclusion, remember that everything you desire will come to you at the right time. Trust in the process and stop worrying about the when. Instead, focus on feeling as though it has already arrived. The universe is always aligning your desires with divine timing, and it's working behind the scenes to bring everything to you when you are ready for it. Your desires are already on their way. Trust the journey, trust the timing, and trust yourself. Everything is unfolding perfectly, just as it should. So release the doubt, let go of the impatience, and know that you are on the path to everything you've ever wanted. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Divine Reality for more powerful insights on manifestation. Keep believing, keep trusting, and your dreams are sure to follow.